If it's not one thing, it's another, right, Biss? Hi, at long last, this is Sally Morgan and Tristan Corgi. Well, it's been quite the day of Halloween technical problems. There was no internet to iPhones for about an hour, and then there was all kinds of problems getting the phone level, and then there was problems getting the Corgi into his Unicorgi costume, which he fits in pretty well, except the ears get a little squished. It is like having a little pony on my lap. So happy Halloween to everyone that follows us on Facebook, and we've reached over 500 likes and followers, and that's also great. My sister, of course, did a lot more, a lot faster than I am, but I can't do paid advertising. It didn't work at all for me. I do better doing it on my own, so it'll take a long time. But thank you to everyone who is watching this and who is supporting us. And Corgi Nation, this is our costume this year. Unicorgi. Usually, well, when the internet was down, we had this better wired onto our head. And this is actually a kid costume, not a Corgi costume. And so it does need a little remodeling. The tail is not in the right part of the Corgi. But with the TED Talk, we haven't had time to take care of things like adjusting our costumes. Right, Tris? We're lucky we have one. So, happy Halloween to everybody. We just have a couple of pointers for people about Halloween and their pets. First of all, don't take your pet trick-or-treating if he's not good with other people and other dogs, and if you don't have a good kid responsible for not letting that dog get any extra Halloween candy. Halloween candy is pretty much universally toxic to dogs, so if it doesn't make them dead, it will make them very darn sick. So try to keep the Halloween candy away from the dog. And that goes for keeping a careful eye for a 3-year-old dropping candy as well. I know my Corgi friends will not be having this problem because they are familiar with dog vacuum cleaners and keep a pretty close eye on their pets. And also, if you do have a costume for your pet, it's best to find one that fits him really well, that he can move in, that doesn't inhibit his leg movement. And if you are taking your dog out for trick-or-treating with the kids, make sure you put reflector tape on the dog's costume, or maybe even just some bands of it around his legs or on his leash to make sure people see that you have a dog too. We don't want any accidents. And make sure the costume fits him well. A lot of people just put the kids' recycled clothes on the dog and say he's a bum or a scarecrow or Spider-Man. And if you do that, sometimes the costume really doesn't fit the dog well, and they can barely move their front legs, and they can't sit up and lay down in it and stand and move easily. So make sure your dog can move in his costume unless you are closely supervising him. Tristan can move all over in this one. He had quite a nice nap in it for a while there. He said, but I'm losing the head again, Mom. Mommy will fix it for you, Biss. We'll remodel it. It'll be better. The ear squishing is not your favorite part, though, is it? And I don't know what size child this was made for, but it fits a 19-pound Corgi pretty well, except the tail's not in the right place. So for Halloween, too, make sure that your pet is maybe if he's not good with people coming to the door, gets too excited, you might want to put him in another room while the trick-or-treaters are coming to the door. You might also want to have some good treats for him ready near the door so that when people come in, you can divert him. I know my dog, Lorelli, gets excited when people come over, so I would have to put him, we don't get any trick-or-treaters here. I'm in the woods, although I'm so close to town, it's shocking, but we don't get any trick-or-treaters. So if I did, I would have to put him upstairs or he would get too excited. And a friend of mine gets quite a few trick-or-treaters at her house on a side street, and that's partially because the parade ends right at her house at the end of the street, and the kids just peel out of the parade and then go down to her house. And we've had to put her dogs, who are barky and not so friendly, upstairs, but Tristan has sat on his leash on the front porch just fine. Usually he's wearing his dog skeleton costume. It's tight fitting and he can move in it easily. It's not too heavy in weight or thickness, so he's comfortable in it. And unlike this one, I would not ask him to sit in this one for more than the time it takes to do a costume contest or to sit here with you for a few minutes this morning. So, happy Halloween. I hope everybody's dogs are having a safe and healthy holiday, and all of the people as well. It's so exciting to have Halloween. I used to really get excited about going out for Halloween and dancing, and I have dozens of costumes. I have a whole closet just for my costumes and Tristan's costumes. And in fact, if I were going out with Tristan in this costume, or at the Corgi show, fun costume class, I might be in my fairy costume, or one of the many I have, to match my flying unicorgi here. Oh, how did that wing get so mashed in between the Facebook fiasco? Anyway, everybody have a great Halloween. We had a practice TED Talk last night. Once again, Tristan did his part perfectly. Mother, however, forgot to give him a treat in the treat section. That was really naughty of me, and it was very rough. I really was not happy with how it came out. So I have tons of work to do today. Tomorrow I have to go to my job, and then I have a little bit of time in the evening before I have to be back over there for the tech rehearsal. And we still don't have the PowerPoint to practice with my talk. So, boy, and you have to, I've done so many talks. It's not that hard to remember to click when you're supposed to click, but I have to click off the picture as well, and that's a little bit more tricky. Maybe if I wear my unicorn horn, it'll all go better. So I have some clients coming today. They may be subjected to 18 minutes of fun TED Talk practice because I really need some practice audiences. It went great on Sunday with my friend who's an actress, and she was pretty helpful. But last night, boy, I had 4 hours of sleep, long day at work, really stressful kind of day at work, and then racing home in traffic, racing over there in traffic, and then being there with all the other nervous people. It was not the best. It was a perfect storm for it to go badly, and it was adequate, but certainly we want it to go better than adequate. So we'll be doing lots of practicing today. So we're having an extra short Facebook Live. We just wanted to show you the cute Corgi in his unicorn suit. Sorry, Biss. There he is. It's the unicorgi. And he flies. So thanks for joining us today. I think Tristan's had enough of this costume for the morning. He's going to wear his fun bandana with Halloween pumpkins on it for the rest of the day. That's a lot nicer, isn't it, Tris? And we'll see you again maybe on Friday after the TED Talk. I don't think I'll be doing this on Thursday morning before my talk. So thanks for joining us today. Everybody have a safe Halloween. Keep your pets out of the people treats. And we'll see you in a couple days. Are you hot? I know. Unicorgi is a pretty hot costume. It's like a stuffed animal on my poor boy. You have a name, Bess. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your Halloween.